Intinyo.
Asemu, asem. Yamfa ntia kese ma Star Lady. Say omo tie sanhwe online.
Okay.
Oya omo ba mahu so omo online so pa omo Facebook omo hwe kama nti Star Lady na Santa GH no na ebusuafo akanyina no. Unso betima join e mesrew mun share link no e ma blochefo no so mun tie bi because sa dwuma we ya kanyina fi wona eba. So nti mun share link ne ma omo no muso ntie top radio wo de ko uko Facebook no wa share no muso nya bi. Musi bibi hamu
pa doctor
den e hamu
or how the online drivers you be papa
edin pa na mo wo
ye how edin kan pa bambo ahobambo drivers ye nibi online drivers ye nibi kura ena
it's a protection
ye nibi ye nibi normal apps in the Google akwam no your online driver na otin si achi dire a na ge say ye wuo ni nkwa so obekwa ba fi asomdwem na say nyame na aye ko do beba eno the online drivers bambo ye nibi ena etoso bio ensisie ye ka say modern slavery say opo ho asem a ena o choose say obey online driver
sa
opo ho asem a ena pese obey online
driving
nanzo so akoye se wanu se o man ya betina mu unemployment ene yinti no amanfo bebrede amemmenfie ena abewura adwuma yi mu na enam ne sa nso nti no ama app companies no afa drivers online drivers efo normal mo de drivers efamu no ano odin ni kamafo bia ni kam ya kasa kire se Dr. Floppy woni bibi
kama mti
o hwe app companies no a omo mo de agugu akwamu no emu bia ni ho akese favor driver
sa
emu krokora ni ho a favor wo driver no
omo mo de agugu akwamu no
emu krokora ni ho a favor online driver bibi te say we driver obi a request wo wako enipa no watuka akọ nipa ni fie wasay wo fuel ebi akwan na kura wo kofa so no akwan basa yenim se de ema mu akwan do na ate na wakodu nipa no efie kwan no na enipa no cancel trip no app no se wa punish wa punish because
wabedu me fie kwan no
wabedu nipa ni fie
kwan na ma cancel trip no
wa punish sesanka wo rider no mum na so compensate driver no so wa say ni nemre ni fuel de aba ho no app no punish wo driver no se ni say nti ni nyina ni say wo driver no ukodu rider no ho no sesanka wo fele no
ti say wo beto produce abefa me
ne befa wo
ubeduru ha no say wo frɛ me wo phone so say wo beduru ha ansana ma ba befro
ansana wo ba befro meanwhile no app no eyemienu wo riders app no driver na ba wo hu no uhunu ba driver na mu bia
me hu
wa ba bedu fie no kura na wa swipe say arrive driver ma beduru na app na sign alert wo rider no say driver has arrived wo rider no so phone so e wo so awusu timi e frɛ driver so e bia I'm on my way me ba what you say ni nyina timi ja message utimi frɛ driver no so kura ka say wo twɛn me kakra me ba driver no aba bedu ho no rider no ntimi nka bia nkyerɛ driver no sɛ obi a menua bi kura masesa madwene sɛ menya nko biem ana bibi nti no twɛn me kakra obehu anu akanso wa cancel no punishment ne koma wo driver no because wo bedu ho no wa mfrɛ rider no mi wa so rider no so timi frɛ wo driver etu hwɛ saa enoma nketenkete we nyina na kɛsɛ nsisi a ye disisi driver
for
eno nso so eda nkyɛn no app no so ne yasan a kyerɛ sɛ wo parameter bi a utimi efa request utimi set bi a 2 kilometers 3 kilometers ana 4 kilometers sometimes wo ho abo say ride a hitel yemfan ba say ebi a wo ba bi te say Spintex Coca-Cola na obi a request from Trasaku on say app no efa you know the cross road no motorway no enti no onim say ho no endu 2 kilometers from Coca-Cola to Trasaku
ho no
o cross from motorway ne side ya endu 2 kilometers app no be pick wo driver no but uni access road bi a obetimi dia cross akọ East Legon ho enti na say oba na obefa under bridge a very longer route
yeah
traffic was in driver no ntimi nti essa trip no decline app no so apanish wo ha enti wo hwɛ saa no man ketenkete we nyina e wo hoda da yaka ho asɛm a yakoa doctors yesi e bɛka ho asɛm a ade be sa
Facebook for me ba Facebook for me the video bi asende mo fan to Facebook mame na Ghana for nkɔhwɛ rider bi a mo kan say any riders no me am fa no na mo drivers
yes.
Na wakwakoduru obi nche nipa ko na cancel nsem hunu a woni na die no mo hwɛ no Facebook sisi e mamiti o
eti no wo hwɛ normal app no di agugu akwan mu a wo driver na wo tene stage a unni ahotɔ unni ahotɔ ba akokra enu nti na bibi say operation stop cheating drivers ye tu say sa movement we ye de aba bibi bia anasa institution bia wo tu anamon bia ema drivers ehun to mo di si drivers no ese stop ese esi
ade bia ye de driver for no a ensem fata no operation stop cheating drivers mo be kontia
ye kontia ese eto etimi twa if you say drivers ni ahoto a oman no asumdwe ni ba bia saa se me kan bia obi ente ase se mre mu a metimi abiemu kakra yam fan say Dr. Floppy wonye fan say wonye driver ebi kura wo ye doctor ufi efie wo ko adwuma online driver wo notice tie achi a wo ye adwuma no oni ahoto why confused frustrated on am road because app no mo bi odi agu kwam wo kofa rider na cancel about 3 or 4 distance happen to we wasting fuel at the end of the day no onya ni sika odi koye ni sales why frustrated wo ufi sa driver no nam na won so do car nam a na mo mienu nam the same road wa wo ye save ana what you say
because why frustrated na adwini bom na
odi nam enti no o si road wa e kwan no so no obi onam so bia no eni na adwinim aha nia opebia obetimi aye aside eno no kra say e be factor drivers no do na no omuntimi na ani ebi mu eye adwuma 18 hours 20 hours because wa anya saa wan hwe a obeye adan de ni ska be kofi no unya do no mamu bedi
nti ehese wo ye me kai se me ne papa bi nante no no so twi bi saa osi bi otimi ye adwuma man ko CV na najo eso mo time bi om break mu kakra
yes
om break no be check ni sika no na ne mfa so odi ko 50 Ghana
nti abasa wonim the drivers ni bia ye wa create app driver account no wo mienu because wa anya ne saa
ontimi nya de ope
because app no edi nkan charges omo charge for drivers no
easy
very low eti no saa sika no driver no oyi ni fuel free na wote ne service fee app no je 20% no e free 20% a day nti sa wo ye adwuma 100 cedis ya app no je 20 cedis a free nti na 100 cedis na de be adwuma no enu bi na fuel abeto no fa ne say 1 gallon of fuel now is around 65 to 70 cedis it what 1 gallon fuel enu na wo de cover riders wo de call rider ne ho akofa no enu ye free service sika bia enim
yen calculating
no o tu akọ ni fie no yen calculating kan ho I guess what
nti say obi froze si e na tu fi top radio ha e ko fa no achi motor wo ko ni ya
waste fuel na de ko no de enka ho bi obetina mu wi a ansa na charge na free ba bia wo kro no e fi no e de akọ ba bia wo ko
nti no obi wa fa na o fa na ka to sem pacho fe na me start o
because a fairness also ho kwan say o start trip to start ya e na calculate sika no edi ama no eti adan we dey no driver no say offer longer trips pickups but be amount for be request no be kro no emu twetwe a na ebi o na ade ba ko e wo mu nso a ya apps no ese so mo ya o mu ntimi enye ma drivers fancy Dr. Floppy wo top radio ha driver e wo achimota ebi a wo ko Alajo Junction na ya wo request car na say driver ni free achimota mefa wo ha onkosi wo Alajo Junction
won twam mfiri
so Dr. Swati
won twam mfiri achimota entwam obabi a meko no
wo no
no nsam o mefa me wa ha no nsam fa me nko
etu odo be kono bia obe 10 cedis enti busan say driver ni fuel ahe no de be free achimota aba ha be fawo na odo wako
enti se basa no wo se won ntimi ma
na wo kan so a obedi punishment e ma begu achi
na se we dey slavery
slavery kase pa
because me free atimota me fo obi kokomire ha na me nsamfa ne nko alajo junction ana afa ne ko tiptoling ha ya na afa ne ko odo rice abra mu betuma nya obi wo ha ma me
ama no enti se o driver no wa ma ni apanisho eti bo se enam sa punishment we no enti no o ma hyehyɛ enoma guakwam se bedu sa punishment ni bi ni se ye be block you e bi a 1 week
ye be block you
1 week
nti 1 week untimi nya adwuma
enti no se the next you know de call 1 month if you dey able to block you forever enti said sa driver we ni adwuma obi na atoka ama no so mfanya adwuma na wonye sales
anane de na ye we campaign
enti osuro se ye blocking 1 week no be da kutua ne ka we na sales e de ama no enu ntia so de amememfe na obefa nipa no na wode ne ko enti no adan wo de no obehu se sika obenya ni income no ene de wode beto fuel no na sika no asa saa bra na app no so be kan chero se wa bele ko ne koda enti se saa dra be ho hwe
tamuna afa no ono so be ka chero se koda
because we stay online no for 12 hours enti no ko ne kokoda wa bre resti eti driver no hwe se de condition ni tie na nso a okofie enye yie
okay
ni sales kura bia ne nsan kan because all this carry na to fuel
okay
app no so waje o chefa
okay
afrim enti de be no ne se obefa account for no de assign a start adwuma
okay
enti no adon de no ye adwuma be se 18 hours enti se sa driver we ye adwuma 18 hours how many hours no de beda
oda kakra bi
nti o si road na onam road na Dr. Floppy wonso so ye doctor wo ye police wo ye nurse wo ko adwuma na onam road wa woni the same person wono da no nam the same road enti ye ka accident na akwanhia wonso so wonye safe enu nti na ma operation stop cheating drivers ye bo approach say Ghana fo nyina nta yachi ifisa ko no nye yanko ayeko
okay
o haw na ye face no enya yanko a
ye so ye timu mu a ye froka na ye so ye haw no bi
mo so mo haw no bi because driver ne wotikal mu no de wo ko na wo da Sebisia
munyina
mbewu enti no as a rider no so kura no how apps ne drivers ne famu no onso kakra
e be fa ho
but riders no sometimes bia ye kasa se ya o mo fa ne se e favor wo mo
okay
apps ne ye bia no mo de favor riders no
okay
enti no mo no enjoy but o mo nim se behind scene no o mo so o mo life is in danger because driver ni wo asumdue na ne ho to no a na onso so o rider no onso so o ho beto it is a social operation stop cheating drivers here say ye the encounters ka ho
mo de cowness ka ho
yes say operation stop cheating cowness ye de ye de no so aba kire say ye encounters no fon ba bi no so mo driver for
aden
ebi ni say fane say watoka o de ma wo driver no se kone ye Uber
okay
but ono ankasa wonim enoma wo driver no wo fam e wo kwan ni so
okay one day no anso ko na ya register no Uber
na
odi ka na ma wo
na odi sales ni sales ebre no na drivers cheat na apps ni cheat wo mo no e transfer from driver no e koka owners ni so but omunim yes no kro mu ni say fanisa wo your car na what car wo dey ma driver say driver mfa car ni nko adwuma because your investment
okay
sika wo to car na sika emu yedu entu wo hwe say nya adwuma ne mfa so omle wo e da wo dey ma driver no say driver ni mfa nko driver no nam kwa so no say no mama di nkan bobo so te say hours ya driver no de be ya adwuma onfa na wo car no enhome wo car no enhome because
engine time bia ya
adwuma e kire say driver na say onya sales no de ba ene kwan app no so e treat no ama na ye de ama no ntia so stressing ho all stressing ho no onda onam road a o car ko crash a o ka wona na ye investment ntia hia ka wona se nso so
okay
enso sa o mo so do mo ahoden
e beta moti
kwan bebre ho a cars ne na so a because sometimes rider bit me request o oba o kwa oba ko du baabi no bo se road no afa de ekwan ne
enye kura
ya kan ye baabi o se oba nanti rider no so woni fie o hwese car ne mra ne kwan no oba fa phone kura friend so obi amaduru ha enti no me pra cha obla no aka kira o se ontimi nanti nti no o request car no nti bla wa ma oba cancel o cancel so pe o driver no wanya punishment because what driver be enti se
akokoduru ho
yes enti driver no hwe na bia baabi a waduru no bia 100 meters away oba try so obekọ
ekwan ne nyekura no
ekwan ne nya obekọ enti wokọ na car no so bibisi wo ho a ehwan na affect no
kauna
enti ena ma yese ekon no a ye ko no enye drivers nko a enu to operation stop cheating drivers ya bo modern say the operation stop cheating cowness
so ka
ho because almost so do mo ho de beta ya chi a na ekon no ebe ye mre e de ama drivers na se de ebo drivers e chikura eye yakese eye VAT I say apps no be ashase e charge
apps ni be charge VAT
ashase charge VAT
how
yenim bebe mkofa free because yenim say GR4 na eje VAT
okay
na omumfa krata bia ma bontin say online drivers muntua VAT
okay
enti se sia you know ohwe Uber or wa shase charge drivers VAT ya waji Uber
ashase a wo charge
VAT
okay driver for no
we ni e betete we ni a chese we ya VAT
okay
to calculate ya there's a percentage of money e VAT no wo driver say wo ya tua almost 30% instead of 20% no ya so yanti bibia mfi area no enu nti na ye ade ya di mrika atoa Dr. Floppy finse ni top radio de mo kasa
Ghana fo nyina empanifo nyina tie good ewiase fa na nyina
enti ne yatu na mo aba ha se pese ye hu
okay
se ampa se GR4 na amakwan se omo entity
okay
se nya GR4 na amakwan so de a ena na de omo di nka tete agye fi driver for no so ye ne dey
okay se GR4 fa latest bia mre apps no se omo ntete VAT ya na se Uber fo hyase de a de omo di ka tete no wo hin
sika
de na omo di ye
sika ne ko hin na omo de driver for de ma omo ana ye ne dey enti eno nso so ade ba ko ya tumrika ya ba ha ena me pese me kan asem ba ko about yango
okay
se ya ka VAT ya ehun se yango de on charge VAT bia go to charge booking fee ene VAT ne no ni Uber
okay
but yango charge bibia te sa
okay
nanso so driver for ya adwum ye na kakra
aden
wo ya adwuma sorry ya bia wa driver wa ya adwuma ne yango no se de omo system ne te ne se wo disika beto account mu
okay
prepaid
okay
na o ya adwuma na mo te mo commission efrim
nti ansana be ko mo so a de be adwuma se o disika to
account mu
nti wo ya adwuma na mo tete
na o mo tete nti ne mo tete na esan na wa ye top up o mo de ne prepaid enye postpaid
said
Uber ne Bolt
etieno no
nti wo driver no wo ya adwuma wodim so account is ka bia 100 cedis na edem
okay
nti wo ya adwuma bia wo pon adwuma no be hwe account wo se mo ise mapon akamisika be se 8 na 70 because some my riders discount wo be kwakofo bia sinipa no 50 but ontua 40
okay
10 no yango no de be ka ho de amount na wo pon adwuma wonim so wo ya account nyina wo se wa balance wo account me bia 70 cedis na 8 na 100 na 200 in the dawn around 4:30 wo ho obehunu -5 -7 -8 ubon say trips awo ye no that day no discount omo de ma riders no na omo tete omo tete ya
yangofo
ye tete na aka osika ne bia say 100 ne demo na aka be say 80 cedis
na ti so omo tete
sika
abra ye unim ho hwe
obas da be sole nche wo ye driver na anya obi a who pay attention to account say my account no balance say me pon adwuma balance say
ne demu a
me sha wonye sa calculation na wani ma ho so
wo beka so bi kura wia
wani ma wo hu kura say ya ya sa de no
okay ate say ase
sa bra wada
ye fa wachi ene ye yi
ni ye
abra wunhu
na wo ye obi nso a wani da ho na ohunu na ofre omo a na omo aka kire say trips na omo tete ye no fraudulent trips omo hu say wo ye fraud yes fraudulent trip no bi ni say e bi a rider request o wa ankofa no
okay
na wa start a trip no ana say e bi ho nso a driver ni ye genuine trip
okay
omo feel say e bi a Dr. Floppy o start o ha no request say wo fie say wo kọ achimota
okay
ba wo kodru ba bi ti say abeka na unya adwen say da bi achimota no kwani kwan say me kọ say me nkola pass
okay
na wodi wani ahwe la pass
okay
wa kan che driver say kola pass
say
update
okay
trip no rider bit make us so ne phone wadum because when you say update a fare no be increase into was my phone no adum mint me nye my phone ko low battery into no ntima na o because we need data
okay
into driver no so no hwe boat so a any Uber so a o driver no timi update trip no abla rider ni so wentimi
okay
into ye pen rider no enya notification no abo okay no confirm na aye by yango no ente sa driver wentimi update and I was wentimi ngase rider ni sanity obesi no abeka junction dey say odi ne ko eye La Paz ho and the only day no end the trip no na yango for can say rider no request so ko achi motor by so ko La Paz
ukopede
ho nti no your fraudulent trip
hey because me my be pen na me call a fraud simple ezi kaneshi any do asori e wo kwa otra ye fraud say we awudo me hono asori ke see you
sa Pastor Chris embassy
ye duru hono ana mkache ya mkache Royal House. You do Royal House am kache rather than say Charlie my yenko ayansa kwalebuku an so na me hwade ye wo ho no ansa na sana me no abesene akọ nti wo ka se me update na me se minim ye minim se me se update no enti ono yetimu an ode me ko he nti say nipa we say no obenya sa illegal ho no
yes sa for young will back catch and say a fraudulent trip because we be all cars or no you drive or different direction
wow
na ye dey punish sa driver no na dey ba ko ya o mu ni say ansa na obetete sa discount sa odi ma riders ni nyina no sa trip no we yi commission afim dada nti se bia o Dr. Floppy o kono o mo charge o 50 ya mo atua 40 cedis
okay
yes discount no ye 10 cedis nti app no e charge 50
okay
at the end of the day no the commission compensation or the ma una na say discount no be ka amount na o de ma me no na 50 cedis na what in commission of 18% afrim sa 50 cedis nim
wow
onya ti afrim o wie no o driver no wakoda no anadwo no ne asan yi 10 cedis na o de ma o compensation no
wasan yi afrim abra wunhun
o driver no wunhun
ntese ase wato baby mfodi ama akwala abra ofi krom aba akwala no da ya osi ebe hunhun na oyi afiri wonum ade be che ohwa wunhun enti at the end of the day no omo be kan kira say why fraudulent trips I see
necessary obi ya fraud wa say you prove omo ntimi nya ofre a ye be kan kira say omo ni prove bi say Russia yes
ofre o yango fo
mo agent fo no mo ha no omo be kan kira say
omo ni proof
yes we see kana ya tete no e de omo ni bibia omo betima na say Russia
na de
I guess Russia is so from Russia Russian kasa na emoka enti no Dr. Floppy beda report sa asem wo
hey
so enti ama se no yenim say yango fo so ekwan a omo so fa so e de je VAT ni free drivers fo ho no de ya eno so yenim
okay
omo de omo ma plainly say omo je VAT no na mom no driver beda be sole no ni atete sika bi afi wa account ni
dan so mo meme na yan star lady ni nkomo wa homa so na yene nkasa top radio 103.1 suni driver nkomo ena wasugusu a utie no na meba yebekwa homa no so all the way UK na yene star lady also edi nkomo ono ena menka se we titrani ema dwumadi a omudi na yene ono so enkasa na yantie de etuamu kama na emom hyane suma me say Samu spices enwa ena se say ye ma menom ye nuama nom ye njerenom ye girls ya sorry ya ye koda omo nchen omo so beda ye nchen ya omo eye omo aye be ware omo enye girls na wo ne omo tata na ujeja omo no dabi de obo ware ndaachi omo enwa na se say omo nyina de aduane Samu spices aye kama nti ye won seasoning in fact still seasoning powder ye wo chicken seasoning powder jollof seasoning powder and a garlic and ginger seasoning powder rosemary seasoning powder and a goat seasoning powder Samu spices and one will be a yusu a jump for mano and ma menom amu krum muntobinko and memano so muntobinam for surprising mo yerenom se fire duane mame and they win a bar spices papa any ya dear beer a chinsun so bone eno an ye nyina ye use samu spices ye nyina ye mpebi fa number si mo am shop mo pere do so po atupa no mo mfrɛ wo mo ewo 0244 661 419 0244 661 419 mami sansi subio 0244 661 419 0244 661 419 Samu Spices yase yensa ka nti yensa ka de yankwa UK ani yedu sesi misal ye Facebook no aye top radio TOP yedi kan video no ba ko ato ho yedi other videos no beto ko sesi ene obohunu no ma 0 in fact is top radio TOP RADIO yen Facebook no gwa ho sesi na onso so watimi ahwede ekoso nyina mamenko na mene Star Lady eni nkomo aha Star Lady.
Hello, Dr. Floppy.
Oh.
But the message Vivia.
Yeah, Joe super. Now you get to say.
I know what I didn't get that bad. Not too humid. In short, if you are boy and in short, I talk across.
Oh,
and
okay.
after the Vienna you know, it's the temperature is good. It's in Ghana. Temperature is okay. It's a nice weather in Ghana.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
what's up? Yeah, you know.
Okay. And ye de nyamia se enka nyam samre nka mo hyehyɛ dem enso be ne dem
na she said sweater kese
and Paul abana yesi enoma bi hamo we ye the leader ema stop cheating the drivers say kra dey say mo dey abeka say stop cheating the car owners mami ntio mo problems ne mo concerns pa any saying.
Okay, let me say, minya bema Paul wakan samni bebre, but then I just want to put some few emphasis in some parts. For example, first one driver na only rider na air recently about the 1 CD promo code on boat. Okay, this video trended on social media, and basically what happens is that I understand some workers of boats, they have a promotion code that they use in ordering for the cars. What they do is that they actually some of them give this promotion code out to friends, and their friends use it. But then the unfortunate thing is that the fraudsters as well has generated a similar code. So if a driver picks a trip and ends the trip, the rider will be asked to pay the driver 1 Ghana cedis only, regardless of the total amount. Okay. Now, if the rider is asked to pay 1 Ghana cedis, everyone will argue that the app will reimburse the driver the balance, right?
Yeah.
But unfortunately, this is what happens. Because some of the codes are fraudulently generated by these fraudulent riders and their cohorts, the app detects that later on. So after, let's assuming a fare is 50 Ghana cedis.
Yeah,
the total fare, let's assume the total fare is 50.
Why?
Pacho,
I'm UK. Yeah, my I know. And here now they would fresh from mammy. Oh, yeah, Miss Mix.
Okay, all right.
Near your balance.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right. And you know, imagine say pen I 51 Ghana cedis. Now both betting commission a film. Not the account or the amount was credit to account. But then later on, go to realize say pen now code now edema promotion I fake, I fraudulent. Oh, me channel. So instead of both billing the rider, because it's the rider who used it to order the ride, right? Both will rather bill the driver instead. But what I said, both the driver and instead driver in here. And not only that, both getting a 25% commission out of it first. So first and foremost, the money will be divided into 4. Both will take his 25% from it. Or later on, you will discover that no, this code is fraudulent. So he will recall back his money. So you will recall back the whole 50 Ghana cedis, but then he will not credit you. He will not refund to you the 25% service fee. No, both will not refund it to you. You understand? So it's double jeopardy.
I see.
So both will still keep the 25% commissioner. What charge you? Both will still keep that one. At the same time, they will recall back the 50 cedis they gave you. The rider only paid you 1 cedi. So both will recall back the 50 cedis he gave you. Instead of only calling back 3/4 of the amount. And this is what has been happening. So the driver never sorry and panel, then his account will be in arrears because both has recalled back the money. So he's supposed to pay that money to both before he can work.
Wow.
Again, this was the cause of the banter between the rider and the driver on social media. Besides, Dr. Profi, let me ask you a question. What can you buy for 1 Ghana cedis in Ghana? Nothing. You can't even buy a bottle of water for 1 Ghana cedis. You can't get on a trotro for 1 Ghana cedis. So why would you, as a rider, get on a ride and expect to pay the driver 1 cedi? Like seriously? So this, and you see, because of the drivers don't have a voice. They don't have anyone to speak for them. They are abused. They are maltreated. Anyone can just treat them anyhow. The clampers, the AMA, anyone just gets up and thinks, yes, I'll teach an online driver. Sometimes, some of these riders can order a ride. Afterwards, they'll tell you they will not pay you. And if it's a Yango rider, Yango will not even reimburse you the money. Whether it's a cash or car trip, you will not get it.
Wow.
If it's a car trip, of course, automatically to be deducted. But if it's not a cash trip, if it's not a car trip, you, the driver, you will not get your money back. You lose outright. And it doesn't matter how much money. Some of them would deliberately run away. Some of them will, and sometimes the riders would make a false allegation against you just so that the app can give them some credit to travel.
Oh, I see.
Free travel. Yes, deliberately make a false allegation against you because they know that the rider, the app companies have total disregard for the driver and would not do due diligence. There's no due diligence. There's no due process. It's just, it's so unhumane. Just like,
yeah.
It's and that for you might be better, but online, especially the number of hours our drivers put into driving, it's just they're just preparing their own coffin. Quite frankly, to be blunt with you.
I see.
Because you see, driving is a very, very difficult job. Because when you are driving, you have to be alert from all angles, anticipate any possible hazard. Do you get what I mean? If you are not, someone can just cross you. So someone can, anything can happen on the road. So when you're driving, to be a good driver means that you have to be alert throughout the time that you are behind the steering wheel. Be looking behind you and be looking in front of you at the same time. So it's very strenuous on the brain. It's very, very exhausting mentally and physically as well from the number of hours you sit behind the wheels. But these drivers are not regarded at all. Quite, sadly enough.
Wow.
Okay, so this is what caused the first banter between the rider and the driver.
And
the driver
driver
refused and he said that the rider should pay him his money. He's not going to accept the 1 Ghana cedis because he's not guaranteed that both would reimburse him the balance.
I see.
Is fair because the driver doesn't have, yes, it's justified. And if you, the rider, you think you have a case, I think you just have to contact both. You just pay the driver his money. Let both actually give you that money. If it is a genuine code, let both give you the rider the refund in money. Instead of saying that you give the refund in money to the driver, give it to the rider. Or don't we all have momos?
Okay. Yamra back to more project amudi simoni so stop cheating the drivers. This one, what can I clarify this one? So okay. Paul abobo no mani bebre so enoma ben bi mu na mudi gugu akwan mu ene hefo na mo kasa ne ebia mo dawura mo boy no mo expect say omo betie mu sufre and then they come to savage this situation.
GRA says the most urgent one GRA. Uber Air charge drivers VAT. Value added tax.
Uber.
Value added tax. Uber. Value added tax. And that is for a business that is making more than 20,000 and 200,000 a year. Whose annual return is more than 200,000 Ghana a year. No driver, no online driver in Ghana is making 200,000 Ghana cedis a year. That's number one. Number two is that Uber is being asked to pay VAT because of their annual return, but because of their sheer greed and wickedness, and they have decided to offload that to the driver to pay, which is not right, because VAT is not actually for Uber, it's supposed to be for the government. GRA, we have contacted GRA. GRA said that they have not instructed Uber to be collecting VAT from the drivers.
I see. Mono Makasa.
So why is Uber, an international company, charging drivers VAT? We want this VAT back. So that is why I said we have to get the GRA guy, spokesperson on the line, and we need clarification on this. It's fraud. The same thing they did, Uber and both, they did the other time with the DSPP charges on the riders. They're just finding ways to extort money from the drivers. Unfairly, unemployment is so high. Graduates are sitting behind the wheels and doing jobs that they are not supposed to do. And these foreign app companies have just come into the country determined to just instinct the population. Because the amount of hours a driver would have to put into driving in order to make a very small amount of money to take care of himself and his family is a death penalty. It poses risk not only to the driver but also to the general public, like Paul Kai earlier on.
Yeah.
So this is something we have to look to. Bolt is also charging booking fee.
Bolt is also charging booking fee.
Booking fee. Yes. You remember the last time, when they had the booking fee, and when they were charging riders, they were told to stop because Ministry of Communication, Ministry of Road and Highways reported that they are not aware of such charges. They were not in consultation, therefore they should stop. Now both Uber then stopped charging the booking fee for the riders, and both also reduced it from 1% to 2%. But now both has taken it back to 7-point-something percent. Do these people just come into our country and do what they want, when they want, how they want? Dr. Floppy.
So when we mu nyina na boss but
I mean, you say these are foreign apps, so, and you know the way they monopolize the system, right? It makes it very, very difficult even for local apps to strive. They give absurd discounts to riders that we don't need. They don't need it. The fares becomes cheaper than getting on a public transport, a bus, for a luxury service. Have you heard? How absurd is that? And because of that, those who otherwise will not be able to afford the luxury of sitting in your house and getting a car to pick you up and all that, just hop on these things. And they have very little attachment. And they have total disregard even for the driver. Because they themselves, riders themselves sit back and think, say, oh, the driver must be stupid to actually do such a job. When they calculate the basics. Because it's basic elementary math. But, I mean, what is the driver supposed to do? Go and steal?
No.
There is there is high unemployment in the country. I know people who have first degree, second degrees, who are doing this job. And then our politicians are in there, and what are they doing about it? Because they have a cut or what? They have a cut in their establishment, so they don't really care. You see, this is modern day slavery. It's exactly what happened in the Gold Coast days, when our forefathers traded all that to our slave masters for their chocolates and But meanwhile, the cocoa was actually from us. So this is what is happening again. It's very, very disheartening. I mean, these three main foreign ride-hailing apps are notorious. Their practices are so unscrupulous. It's abhorrent, to put it mildly. If you look at Yango, the Russian app, all the strategies, all their operation techniques are very much like what Vladimir Putin is doing. Russian mafia strategy. We live in a country that is governed by law. The law of the land says that, yeah, this is law. When you accuse someone of fraud, right? When you suspect someone of fraud, that is the law. If I want to, if Dr. Floppy, if I want to take you to court right now and tell the court, accusing you of having committed fraud, the law requires that, the law of the land, that single, requires that the accuser, has to stipulate the particulars of the fraud.
Yeah, you prove it.
X day, you committed this, you did this and this, equals this, you committed fraud. That is the law. And then number two, there is the burden of proof, which is very high, because it's a criminal offense. And that burden of proof is beyond reasonable doubt. It's not in the balance of probability. Beyond reasonable doubt. Every evidence must point to the fact that indeed you committed fraud. But this is what Yango does, and Yango is very good at doing it. This is what they do. Yango will give a discount to a rider. Okay, Yango tells that is why I call it the Russian mafia strategy. This is what Yango does. Let me break it down for you. Yango tells you that he's charging 18% commission. Okay? Then he gives a rider a discount of 50%. So assuming the fare is 10 cedis, Yango has given the rider a discount of 50%. So the rider will pay you 5 cedis. Yango will charge you, the driver, 18% commission of the 10 cedis, which is 1 cedi 80 pesos. Right?
Hello? Mama share there mama. Mon come producers mo way. Mama share mama na bruchi nkomo hwa homa no. Em say ogina so bata homa no. Mo hwe o mama. Hello.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Mamintio.
Okay. Okay, so did you hear the Yango what did you hear after?
You said Yango.
What was the last?
You said Yango for HET with omo strategy be omo take.
Okay.
Okay,
so let me recap that. Yango is, yeah, sure. Yango is telling drivers that they are charging the lowest service fee, okay? I.e. 18% commission. Now, Yango gives a lot of discount. A Yango rider can come and get in your car with a 50% discount. 50% discount, no. Already their fares is bad, though. And when I mean bad, it's way below the market rate. Way below the market rate. But even with that bad fare, the rider is still giving 50% discount. Yango is charging 18% commission. So if the fare was 10 cedis, 10 Ghana cedis, right? The rider will pay you 5 cedis at the end of the trip. Yango will reimburse you your 5 cedis and charge you the 18% commission from that, which is 1 cedi 80 pesos. But then, when you go to bed and wake up, Yango will recall. Are you listening? Yango will recall the 5 cedis that he gave you. Are you still having technical problems?
Oh, no, I can hear you.
Okay, Yango will recall the 5 cedis that he gave you, and falsely accuse you of committing fraud. So when you call them, they will tell you that we suspect fraud, number one. When they suspect fraud, when you ask them, what is the fraud that you suspect has committed? They'll tell you, we can't tell you. We won't tell you. It's against our rules to tell you, which is against the law.
And Nasa, my idea,
Everyone is entitled to defend himself.
That's all, mommy, who
I don't tell you why. They'll not tell you. Yango will not tell you what you did that is fraudulent. What is the suspicion? Yango will not tell you. So which is against the law of the land. So they cannot. You see, a foreign company cannot come into Ghana and make a law that is contrary to the constitution of the land. That law becomes null and void. That contract becomes null and void because it's not enforceable in law. It's unconstitutional. It's unlawful. Okay. So that's number one. They'll tell you that they can't tell you, but then they proceed to punish you for it, and they punish you severely. This is what they do. The first and foremost, they'll recall the 5 cedis back. So that means that for that 10 cedis trip, you actually got 5 cedis instead of 10 cedis. So if you pay 5, if you receive 5 cedis, if you pay a commission of 1 cedi 80 pesos on 5 cedis, then that means that you did not pay 18% commission, but then you pay 36% commission. Yango is telling you that they are charging 18% commission, but you see that it's not 18%, it's actually 36% commission. And then they will tell you that complete this number of trips and you get this number of bonus. Those are the killer bonuses, right? Good. So they can get you to sit behind the wheels for longer. And all the time you see Yango cars involved in, fatal accidents on the road. Not surprising, right? But this is what happened. What they basically do is they don't charge the correct fare. So since the fare is not correct, they give you peanuts in return. That is bonus. But when you do the real arithmetic, you realize that no, it's not actually in bonus. You're still in deficit. Considering your pickup distance, considering the percentage that has been reduced from the fare and all that, you are not better off. But the way they have packaged it in their Russian mafia using their Russian mafia strategy, you will not be able to tell. Most drivers cannot easily tell.
Okay, Stalady, Yamfa will talk here for the meantime. We will revisit this issue next week because the time is almost up on your network. So for this program, no, until next week, then we come back and talk about all these things. Okay, na yahwe kwan yi na ebe faso na agenda mudi asimoni, so that is operation stop cheating the drivers, now operation stop cheating the car owners, including Yango, Bolt, what do you call it, Uber, tricks and issues omudi ababe bomu nyina no yebehwe next week nyame yaduma. We will also have somebody here ofri GRA na ababe cheche no momo akyere if they permitted them to take the taxes and whatever, what have you. Na yahwe ekwan bia ebe fa so.
Okay, but Dr. Floppy. Yeah, Dr. Floppy.
Permit.
Yeah, just I need to sum up there that they don't. Yango doesn't only recall back the 5 CDs he's giving you for the alleged suspected trip, but also Yango will confiscate, right, all your bonuses that you are entitled to for that day. And then keep the service fee that they have charged you. I mean, if you think a fraud is fraudulent, if you think that a trip is fraudulent, it is fair enough for you to cancel that trip and also refund the bonus. But they don't do any of that, and then they take all your other monies on top, including your service fee. I just thought I should sum up that part of
it.
Just to make it clearer.
Thank you. We will talk again. Okay, na yahwe next week you didn't come also ebehwe say eja also call adwuma no bi na we na yahwe say what started one so there na how adwuma no so city as compared to Ghana, especially Africa na yahwe why yemfa si na menka ho pa. But I am playing this song for Ubia Utie.